So our theme today is the easy days of summer, right? Summer is really a great time to relax and unwind. It's a time to be easy and laid back, right? 2 weeks ago, we talked about the nourishing properties of the sun and the importance of getting enough sunlight. So it is a perfect time in the summer to spend more time outdoors, doing activities that move our bodies, allow us to be present in nature, and get that needed sunlight. During the warm days of summer, find ways to be active in the outdoors, but also take the time to rest and recharge. Really think about taking time for yourself, whether it's a trip to the beach and feeling that warm sand between your toes, a walk in the woods, taking in the fresh scent of pine, maybe a leisurely hike in the mountains, a ride along a scenic bike path, or even an actual vacation. Summer evenings are also the perfect time to be in flow with the warm, gentle breeze, whether it's sitting on your porch, in the backyard, or taking an evening stroll. Just really allowing the warmth of the evening to be nurturing and absorbing the warmth of the breeze. Perhaps also using it as an opportunity to turn inwards, right? Offering ourselves time to relax is important, and it's a very valuable form of self-care. We're often striving or caught up in our busy minds. So, taking the time to slow down and really be intentional about caring for ourselves. As children, we were able to naturally slow down and fall into the rhythm of an easier summer pace. So I invite you to bring your beginner's mind and think back to your summers as a child and allow yourself to bask in the lazy days of summer and take that well-deserved time to rest and recharge. We often postpone our own self-care because there always seems to be something else that arises that's more important. But the truth is that nothing is more important than our own well-being. And that includes taking time to rest and recharge. We always need to kind of regroup, right, on an ongoing basis. It's kind of like the oxygen masks on an airplane that drop down as the cabin is losing pressure. First, we need to put that mask on ourselves before we can help anyone else. So my invitation to you is to use the summer, continue to use the summer as a time to intentionally slow down, to rest, to recalibrate, recharge, maybe even contemplate, and just enjoy the simple pleasures, including the simple pleasures of the outdoors and of nature. So I just want to read you a quote by John Lubbock. Rest is not idleness, and to lie sometimes on the grass under trees on a summer's day, listening to the murmur of the water or watching the clouds float across the sky is by no means a waste of time, right? So true. Okay, so we are actually going to move into the formal portion of our meditation. So I'm going to invite you to make any adjustments to your posture, maybe giving yourself a little stretch or a neck roll before you settle in. And so making yourself comfortable, even laying down if that feels supportive, right? So making yourself as comfortable as you need to in this moment. And then if it feels right, closing your eyes. And then just allowing yourself this sense of arriving in the space that you're in. Maybe you moved rooms or locations to join this meditation. So just allowing yourself to arrive. And then allowing yourself this idea of arriving in the chair that you're sitting in so that you actually know that you're sitting here. And then allowing yourself to arrive in your own body, becoming present in this moment. So, really tuning into the body sitting here and the sensations that you might be feeling of contact points. So, maybe tuning in to the soles of your feet as they're resting on the floor or in your shoes or in your socks. Tuning into the sensations of your sits bones touching the chair. Maybe even where your back is making contact with the chair if you're sitting in a chair. And then noticing where your hands are making contact. Maybe they're making contact with each other or your thighs, or maybe they're resting in your lap. So as we tune in to these various sensations where we're making contact, we're really coming home to our bodies. And that means that we're coming home to the present moment also. So using our body as a gateway into this moment, the only moment that we actually have. And now perhaps focusing your awareness on the breath. So tuning even more inward. And just allowing your attention to rest very gently on the breath as it's coming and going, entering and leaving the body. So, not needing to change the breath in any way, but perhaps just following along, noticing how it is in this moment. Maybe it's easy, maybe it's a bit labored this morning. Really just noticing, is it a long breath or a short breath? Maybe taking a moment to notice, where in the body am I feeling the breath most vividly right now? So for you, that might be the rise and fall of the belly. Or maybe for you in this moment, it's the expansion of the rib cage and the rise of the chest with each inhalation. Perhaps perceiving the deflation of the lungs on the exhalation. But maybe for you, it's a coolness at the back of the throat as you inhale, and perhaps noticing some moisture or warmth in the nostrils or across the upper lip as you exhale. So just taking a moment now to really tune in to the sensations of the body breathing. And if at any time the mind wanders away, and it will, thinking about what's coming later today or planning or maybe even a worrisome thought. So just noting what has grabbed your attention, but letting it go and allowing yourself to make your way back to the breath. Keeping your own good company with the breath as your friend, as your anchor into the body. Returning your attention over and over and over again whenever the mind wanders off. So nothing to do, nowhere to go, just being here now. Now, as you're ready, perhaps imagining some kind of a summer activity, whether it's a trip to the beach, your favorite lake, a walk in the woods, a leisurely and scenic bike ride, or any other activity that you can think of that will allow you just to bask in the easy days of summer. Taking in the warmth, taking in the sunlight, moving your body, and just imagining soaking up the warmth, allowing yourself to feel the ease as you imagine this slow pace of a summer day. And perhaps also in your mind's eye now, tuning in to whatever smells and sounds that you might hear in the summertime, like the scent of clover and morning dew, or the sound of children splashing at the shore, or the distinct scent of chlorine at the town pool. The jingle of the neighborhood ice cream truck, birds chirping, adults laughing, lawns mowing, maybe even the sound of gently falling rain. And as you're imagining these sounds and calling to mind these smells, inviting this ever growing sense of ease and allowing yourself to kind of fall back into this ease, being held and supported by the ease of summer. Maybe even envisioning yourself sitting in the outdoors on a warm summer evening, swaying to and fro on a porch swing or taking a lazy stroll around the block. Maybe feeling the gentle breeze on your face, this soft touch of a warm summer evening. Tuning into the stillness of a summer evening. Maybe even tuning into the sounds that a summer night offers, like the repetitive sounds of the crickets or subtle sounds of leaves rustling in the evening breeze. Maybe noticing air that's thick with honeysuckle at dusk, or the sultry scent of barbecue smoke, or the fragrant, dark, and musky smell of a bonfire. So just allowing yourself to conjure in your mind's eye, what does a lazy summer day or evening represent for me? And again, just really allowing a sense of ease to wash over you, to permeate every cell in your body. Perhaps even feeling the deliciousness of this ease by noticing physical sensations. So, really tuning into the body now and noticing whether it's this automatic slackening in the jaw or an ease in the neck and shoulders, softness in the belly, or maybe just allowing yourself to tune into the gentle rocking motion that the breath creates in the body. And if that ease didn't come quite so naturally, that's okay too. But perhaps just allowing yourself to invite a sense of ease and tuning into where in the body that's possible for you in this moment. So, not forcing anything, it's just an invitation to soften into the ease of summer. Soften, soften, soften. And now just allowing yourself to bring your awareness back to the breath, releasing the practice and just tuning back into the breath following each inhalation all the way till it naturally turns into an exhalation, and all the way to the end of the breath, noticing that point where it turns into the next breath. One breath in, one breath out. Another breath in, another breath out. Just appreciating the nourishing air as it enters the body. Feeling the release on the exhale. And now releasing the practice entirely and just coming to rest in your own experience, just as it is, and just as you are in this moment. And I'm going to end with a poem, Lazy Summer Days by Brian Strand. Winding brooklets fill narrow streams into the rivers of my childish dreams. Amidst the field of seeding grass, carefree, lush clover scents the nectar-seeking bee. Lazy Days melt into one, summer siestas just begun. Busy bees mourn till late, honeycombs proliferate. Speckled starlings sing with delight as July swarms in nuptial flight. Swallows circle in storm clouds low, a foraging air show to and fro. Gardens parasol bedecked, where picnicking wasps wander unchecked. Tide lines explored on a rock pool beach, driftwood stranded, bleached. Hammock sleeping neath a hallowed sun, a signal of September rain to come. All right, so as you are ready, you can begin to wiggle fingers and toes, maybe gently opening your eyes and just reorienting yourself to the screen, to your surroundings. And my weekly invitation for all of you is set the intention to slow down, to rest, to recharge, and allow yourself to kind of settle into what summer represents for you in the way of ease, right? Taking a morning walk outdoors or an evening stroll and simply being with yourself on a warm summer day or a warm summer evening. And letting the warmth, letting the slower pace of summer, even if it's just imagined, but letting that guide you, support you, and allowing you to intentionally slow down and recharge